Well, are you looking for a unique staycation? Look no further than Lonesomeville.
Yeah, Lonesomeville is a gorgeous, flower-filled property in Portland's Woodstock neighborhood. Its residents, Wayne and Danny, say the land represents their idea of paradise, one they built nearly entirely from the ground up. And while it's called Lonesomeville, Wayne and Danny are hardly alone. They opened their little plot of paradise up to visitors as a charming inn. I got a tour of where you can rest your head in Lonesomeville. Well, Wayne, you have literally built your own paradise here at Lonesomeville. You welcome people here too. So what can people experience when they stay here at Lonesomeville?
Well, first off, they can experience a porch. This is a great place to have wine in the evenings, or coffee in the mornings, or wine in the mornings if you're so inclined. We do not judge here at all. That's fine.
Okay, that's what mimosas are for, right?
Exactly.
So Lonesomeville is open year-round for folks to come in and stay?
It is.
Okay, should we give them a little tour?
We should.
So, you know, it's one thing to look around and just the beauty of everything that's in here, but then you find out you and Danny have built all of this.
Most of it. This actually used to be 3 rooms, but that was claustrophobic.
So let's see where people can lay their head at night.
All right, let's go.
Okay. These rooms are so darling.
Thank you.
And again, all of this was built by you.
Yeah, there was nothing here. Again, it was all acoustic tiles. When we rebuilt this room, the house was built in the late 1800s, and they hadn't invented closets yet. So I got a bit of a problem. What did they do? So we actually built the closets around each bed, giving each bed sort of a little comfortable alcove.
So this is kind of a common area living space. I love this because, you know, these days books that look like this are kind of decorative.
Correct.
This is a fully curated, hand-picked library for people.
Absolutely. You're looking at the children's section. You know, this tends to be the Western section with Zane Grey. You know, yes, every section in all of the library, in the mezzanine and everything, it's all been curated.
Well, this is a room, an area where I can really see myself enjoying a nice breakfast.
Oh my God, you're psychic, yes.
Did I get that right?
You did, actually. In the winter, this is all bird feeding stations. We have an amazing population of native birds here. This is actually where we sit and have coffee and stare out the window for about half an hour when we first wake up in order to become sentient and realize who you are and be able to speak and not drool.
It's important. I should learn how to do that more often. I'll tell you what, if I'm staying here, I'm going to want to be in this house, but I'm also going to want to be out in the garden. Should we just get a little glimpse?
We can.
How often do you walk outside and you just go, ah?
All the time.
Yeah. So when people are staying here, you know, they come out the garden, have a glass of wine. What is the ultimate experience you want people to have when they're here?
Well, I would say we have a great guest named Jane, who first showed up here because her children were here and she wanted to visit them. Her children have now left. Jane still shows up every year so she can sit on the back porch, have coffee, and read books. You know, I just think people have an experience here. It speaks to you.
Yeah, so you have built your paradise here at Lonesomeville, but it happens to be other people's paradise too.
We've learned to share it.
Yeah.
I'm usually selfish, it's weird.
That's a beautiful thing. Thank you for sharing it.
Thank you.
So when our executive producer Janie watched this, she asked, where do Wayne and Danny stay? And the interesting thing about Lonesomeville is it's always a working project. So currently they're in a second studio space on the 2nd floor of that red barn. And when that's done and ready for visitors, they'll keep moving on to the next spot on the property. Wayne says he can't imagine he will ever stop creating new parts of his paradise.